I am tired of fighting with that microphone. I have purchased 2 different microphones and I'm not sure if I'm not charging them right or the Bluetooth isn't connecting, but I'm telling you, I just can't get it to work and we're gonna do it without it. So I'm gonna clean my Birkin bags today using some wipes that I got from a company that's in the UK, United Kingdom. I'm going to link them down below because I'm not exactly sure how to say their name and I don't want to butcher their company name. But this is all over YouTube about buying their mitts, their wipes. They got some sprays. And I bought a package of 15. And I might as well just tell you what's been going on with my life while we clean these bags. It's just kind of like a wet toilet. I have been very busy finishing my book, and I'm on a deadline. I'm trying to finish this up on a certain date. I'm going to be going on 4 different trips in a 2-month span, so I'm not going to be home a lot. We have a friend that's getting married, and that's a destination wedding. And then we got family members that moved to the state that we're in, and so we're going over to see their new house. And I got to get that book actually finished and completed. And it's just, the editing, it's just taken me forever to get this thing edited. I run it through a program that I have purchased, and then I reread it, and then I send it off to somebody and they read it, and we just keep coming up with different ways of saying the same thing. So it's been kind of a pain in my butt, but I will be packing up all my stuff, and for those trips and figuring out what I'm taking. I always like to have that done in advance, so I got a few more weeks to get that completed, the book completed. And this book, it happens to be on buying and selling on the pre-love market of Chanel. So once I get that all done, I'll tell everybody about it. I think you'll find it quite interesting. I have a follower who asked me to show cleaning the Birkins. It was Janet R 5929. I'm not sure if you just say Janet R 5929, but I'm reaching out to you. This video is because she requested to see how I clean my Birkins. And this one's not coming up with any dirt. Look at that. It's wrinkled, but no dirt. A few months back, I'm using my red Chanel, so it's in the other room, but I cleaned that one, and the bottom of it was dirty, and this, you could tell. I videoed that. That's on a video. So thank you, Janet R 5929, for requesting how do I clean my Birkin bags. Now, I am not going to use any of these wipes on any other bag. So 1 wipe per bag. Also, two Wednesdays ago, the state that I live in, we had some really bad weather. And there was a tornado warning in our area. And so you could hear the sirens going off in town. And I'm from the West Coast and we don't have any kind of weather like that. So it was nerve-wracking. But I packed up all of my expensive bags and had it in a real large jumbo tote with a lid. And we have a underground shelter that we put in when we bought this house. And so I went and we sat down there, but we didn't have to close the shelter. We were on our phones looking at the weather, and the weatherman was showing us exactly where it is. Isn't that fantastic that now they can actually show you what county it's flowing in and then when it moves and goes somewhere else? I mean, back in the day, you didn't have that on the weather. So I had all this packed up, and then I had to unpack and repack, put it on the shelves, etc. So that was not fun, having a tornado warning coming through this town. For the people that are just watching this video on watching me clean these bags, I'll give you a brief rundown of where I purchased these. Some of you watching have already seen these videos from me, so that you already know that this brown one came from eBay, and it was from a Japanese seller, and it was under $6,000 shipped over to me here in America. And actually, this is not the one that I actually was bidding on. A yellow Birkin, and it went through the whole process of the guarantee at eBay. And they reached out to me and said, from what the description says and what we're seeing on this bag, it doesn't match up. And so we got on the phone and we discussed what they were seeing. And I made the decision that I would cancel that order. I did not want the bag. It was even a complete different leather than what was on the listing. And so I canceled that one, and no money came out of my bank account. Or did it come out and then I had to get a refund? Yeah. When you purchase it, you pay for it, then it leaves eBay, goes to the authenticator's place, wherever that is, depending on where you live. And then they were going through it to see if it was actually everything that was on the description. So I declined, said I don't want it. Then I got my refund for my money. And then the next day that I was on eBay is when I found this one. And this is a chocolate brown 35 with gold hardware. And it had terrible handles, bad corners. It was so scratched up everywhere here on this. There was just lines. But I got this for such a good price, and I knew that leather surgeons here in America would be able to fix it right up, which they did. This one is a blue jean, which Hermes has come back with the blue jean. This is from 2000. Which one is this one? 2003. This one's from 2003. The brown one is vintage. It's from 1997. Do I remember? I had a little piece of paper that I was keeping over there to remember. I forget dates. I think it was 1997. I think this one's 97. And this one's 2003. So it's vintage because it's over 20 years old. This one I purchased through Fashion File, For those watching from other countries, Fashionphile is here in the United States, and it's a very large retail reseller company. They have their flagship, the very first store that they open is in Carlsbad, California. They also have one in New York now. Actually, my sisters and I are planning the trip to New York probably in the next year or so. And I'll stop by and go into Fashionphile when I'm in New York. I want to see that store. So this one came from Fashionphile. It had a couple of boo-boos and stuff on it too. It's very old. So this has not gone to leather surgeons. I decided just to keep it as is. I kind of like the worn look. It has a spot here. This is very worn. This is okay. This is in pretty good condition. And this leather is Clement's leather, so it's very slouchy. I don't know how to say the name of this one, so I'll leave it down below. It starts with a C-O something. I'm not French. I don't know how to say it, but this is before they did Epson leather. Once Epson leather came out, this leather went away. So it precedes before Epson. And it's more sturdy and stiff compared to a Clement's leather. Clement's is the heaviest leather. You can look that up on the internet. So it's very heavy. This bag, just holding it like this, I can feel it in my biceps here. But these little bags are, these little wipes for my bags are wonderful. So I just give them a wipe. Gives me a good opportunity to look at all my bags when I do the cleanings, making sure that, well, they wouldn't get mold in this room because it has a dehumidifier. But you want to make sure that you keep your bags in an air-lit room, away from the direct sunlight of the window. That window doesn't even get direct sunlight anyway, but it wouldn't even touch the bags because my bags are on this wall. And let's see. I guess just giving them a once over. I try to clean my bags quarterly. Every 3-4 months, they get a wipe down. I rotate all my bags, so I use different bags every Sunday. I go through and pick something else. So most of my bags are not just sitting on the shelf getting dust because they are being interchanged and moving around. And then on this side, I have some bags down here and over here, and those are just no brand replicas, dupes, whatever you want to call it, of bags that I rotate as well. So this is a 35. The brown, chocolate brown, is also a 35. I like big bags, so this 35 is awesome. As a matter of fact, this vintage Chanel, I believe, is a 31 centimeter for the year that it is. Let's see. That could be a 30. And this being the 35. But thank you, Janet R. 5929, for requesting how do I clean my bags. And now I'll go throw away all my goodies and get back to some of the things that I have on my to-do. My to-do list is lengthy, but today is Sunday. I have to change out my handbag anyway since it's a Sunday. And I was trying not to work on that book, being that it's a Sunday. And perhaps when I get to it tomorrow morning, I'll have a fresher outlook and can get some of that completed. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. I think it's just great. Hit the subscribe button that's down here in the corner. I think it's on this corner of your screen. And that would be fabulous. Doesn't cost you anything, and there's not a lot of things that are free in the world. So hit the subscribe button for YouTube. As of this year, we have no fees for watching or participating with YouTube. Thanks for watching about my handbags, and maybe I'll do a video on a flip through my A5 planner, because I love the planners. So that probably might be. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's rephrase. That might be my next video, just to show you maybe a planner. My planner. I gotta go have some lunch. I cannot speak, so obviously I am hungry and my brain is not working. Happy Sunday, everybody. Catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.